Hey, my friends, Evangelist Anita Fuentes with Open Your Eyes People quick news update. An article has just been released from Fox News stating Tillerson is saying coalition forming to target Assad. Trump hearing military options. Now, before I go any further, there are many in the Trump administration blaming Syria's President Bashar al-Assad for the chemical bombing attack that killed many Syrians just a couple of days ago in a horrific matter. Who has come to defense of President Bashar al-Assad is none other than Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia. As a matter of fact, he stated that all information that has come out against Bashar al-Assad launching this chemical attack has been fake information. If you remember, just a few days ago, there was a horrific subway bombing over in St. Petersburg, Russia, killing 11 that set a city on edge, according to the Washington Post. I just want to share with you, I believe that the chemical attack was not launched by Syrian President Bashar al-Assad or its military, but I believe that it was launched by the Russian government with permission from Syria's President Bashar al-Assad. The reason why I say that is because ISIS has taken responsibility for this bombing in St. Petersburg a few days ago, celebrating their horrific carnage. At the same time, they like to have hideouts in particular areas of Syria where there is nothing but women and children living in those villages. And so, having this intelligence information, Russia decided to, again with the permission, I believe, from the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad and its regime, to launch an attack. Now, I don't know if Assad knew it was chemical, but either way, I believe what is not being discussed is that what was attacked was not just a village of women and children, but a hideout, a stronghold of ISIS. Anyway, let's hear the soundbite, because this, we may be looking at a war in the Middle East, not just between Syria, but, I'll say not just between Syria and the U.S., but Russia, Syria, and the U.S. Let's hear Tillerson on the following.
In our minds, and the information we have supports that Syria, the Syrian regime under the leadership of President Bashar al-Assad are responsible for this attack. And I think further, it is very important that the Russian government consider carefully their continued support for the Assad regime.
Sir, does Assad have to go?
Assad's role in the future is uncertain, clearly, and with the acts that he has taken, it would seem that there would be no role for him to govern the Syrian people.
And so what steps is the United States prepared to take in order to remove him from power?
Well, the process by which Assad would leave is something that I think requires an international community effort, both to first defeat ISIS within Syria, to stabilize the Syrian country, to avoid further civil war, and then to work collectively with our partners around the world through.
Now, I got to stop this for a second, because I really want us to pay attention to what Tillerson has just said. He said that he believes that it's got to take an international effort to get Assad out. President Bashar al-Assad has been the target of the American government to oust since the Arab Spring. Under the Trump administration, though, many believe that there would be decent relations between the Syrian regime, the U.S., and Russia. Right now, it's not looking to be that way. Also, the U.S., let me be very specific here. The Trump administration has to be very careful when seeking to oust Assad, lest they be blamed or accused of siding with ISIS. In order, if they're serious about ousting Assad, which I don't think is a good idea, the first thing they need to do, they can't touch Assad until ISIS is out, because the moment that Assad, if they're able to actually get Assad out, it will leave a vacuum and ISIS will come right on in. And what will happen to Syria is exactly what will happen in Yemen, or what is happening currently in Yemen, and what took place over in Afghanistan. And anyway, let's continue.
Political process that would lead to Assad leaving.
So will you and President Trump organize an international coalition to remove Assad?
Those steps are underway.
Again, I say they cannot talk about removing Assad, even if they really believe that Assad did the chemical weapons, which I do not think he did. I will reiterate what I stated in the beginning of this particular little clip, that Russia is the one who had the permission of the Assad regime to go ahead and launch, in this case, chemical weapons in a stronghold area of Syria where ISIS insurgents are known to be at, because of the subway bombing that took place in Russia that ISIS claimed full responsibility for. Please be sure to follow us on our Facebook page, like us there. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more of these breaking news alerts and other prophetic broadcasts. Isaiah chapter 17 verse 1 states, Damascus will cease from being a city. Damascus will become a ruinous heap. The day of the Lord is at hand.